Have you ever wondered why the moon is more fascinating when it's not completely full every night? What happens when our messages resonate without response and our presence in the lives of others seems more like a convenience than a necessity in moments of reflection? Remember that the company we keep reflects our identity. At the core of Stoic philosophy is the teaching of being indispensable, not out of necessity, but because of the value we bring. We will explore how to incorporate Stoic philosophy into our daily lives, creating connections that are not only deep, but also authentic and rewarding. The first strategy is to generate a feeling of uniqueness in your presence. This approach follows the Stoic teaching of recognizing that we are not infinite resources. Our time and attention are as precious as gold dust in a bustling time. Imagine being the person who always answers yes, always available to others. This behavior conveys the message of always being within reach, but in reality it is not a treasure, but rather a convenience store. The proposal is to change the script to be like a rare book in a library, available but not always visible. Allowing people to feel your absence is not about playing hard to get, but about authentically appreciating your time. Marcus Aurelius, a name revered for his wisdom, suggested this concept by stating that we have control over our mind, not external events. This call for self-evaluation before seeking external validation requires a delicate balance. It is not about adopting a distant or cold attitude, but rather about fostering healthy self-esteem and self-respect. Responding immediately to every call can make you a servant to the whims of others, but engaging selectively communicates that you value your time and that your yes is more powerful when you're not afraid to say no. Your presence and attention should be considered gifts, not expectations. Embracing this first strategy means seeing yourself as a rare comet, not just another star in the night sky. Recognize that your time and attention are valuable. Invest them wisely and make your presence a gift, not just an expectation. By adopting this perspective, you will notice a significant change. People will begin to value your presence more because it is not just a gift, but something genuine. This is how you begin to be more valued, by valuing yourself first and considering your time as a hidden treasure, essential at the core of this practice. The second strategy on our path to being more valued through Stoicism involves avoiding always being available. In this approach, Stoicism is not simply about saying no without reason, but about aligning your statement with your values. Imagine each day as a canvas where you have a limited amount of paint. The question is, would you allow others to hold the brush and direct your life, or would you take control to create a masterpiece that is your life? The act of saying no, from the Stoic perspective, represents a deep respect for your own life and priorities. As a Stoic sage would remind us, we are the architects of our own destiny. This approach is not about selfishness, but about genuine respect for yourself. When you value your time, others perceive it too. Your statement is not given lightly, and when you do so, it is a sign of true commitment and respect. This practice involves finding a balance, not erecting walls, but establishing limits. These boundaries act like the banks of a river, guiding the flow of your time and energy toward what's really important. By not always being available, you teach others to value the moments they share with you. You become something like a rare book in a library, sought after and appreciated, and your presence becomes a gift, not an expectation. In this way, you live according to the Stoic ideal, mastering yourself by controlling your time. Visualize your time as a precious gem shining in your hands, and each moment you offer to others is like giving a fragment of that gem. Distributing shards to everyone will soon leave you with nothing left for yourself. This does not mean isolating yourself, but rather being selective in investing your time where it really matters, thus continuing our journey. Now let's explore the third point, cultivating a sense of mystery in our environment. The mystery weaves its web silently, similar to the spider that creates its art without being seen, in the realm of being appreciated. Embracing this quiet art of mystery is more than a practice of restraint, is to enhance the Stoic appeal. This philosophy, rooted in ancient wisdom, holds the keys to this enigmatic practice. It's not about hiding in the shadows, but about choosing when to take a step towards the light, to start narrating your life. Life is conceived as a novel with unfolding chapters, advancing at a pace that engages the reader. Share your story, but retain enough to spark curiosity. Imagine giving a map with hidden treasures marked, but without pointing out the paths to them. This creates a journey of discovery where each interaction is intriguing. Step back a layer that reveals more depth and texture of who you are. It is in the art of selective sharing that we create space for others to be amazed and appreciate the story that unfolds in our lives. Stoicism instructs us in the power of our internal compass. Through words whispered over time, we find guidance as the one who reigns within himself and governs the passions, desires, and fears of him is more than a monarch. This process does not involve building walls around your essence, but rather choosing the doors through which to allow others to enter, regulating the flow of your personal revelations. This fosters an environment where your presence becomes a rare and appreciated commodity. It's a dance between the known and the unknown, where each step is a deliberate choice, not a reckless stumble. It is important to note that mystery is not a tool of manipulation, but rather a strategy for self-respect. It's about knowing your value and not wasting it like water in the hands of those who may not appreciate its depth. In a world that constantly seeks transparency and overexposure, choosing what to reveal is a testament to your understanding of self-esteem. This approach not only makes others value you more, but it also leads you to value yourself. In the end, the deepest mystery you can maintain is how much more there is to you than meets the eye. Imagine yourself at a crossroads, with one path leading to solitary self-sufficiency and another to mutual growth. Here comes the fourth practice in our Stoic journey to be more valued, allowing others to invest in you. This subtle art is rooted not in personal importance, but in the mutual enrichment of lives. Seneca, with timeless wisdom, hinted at the joy that comes from being chosen for enriching tasks and opening oneself to the help and advice of others. This act does not show weakness, but rather invites shared strength. Building bridges instead of erecting walls is the essence of this practice. Let's dig a little deeper. It's not about simply accepting help, but cultivating a space where others feel their contributions are valuable and appreciated. Imagine this as a garden, where you are the gardener, but you are inviting others to plant their seeds of wisdom, support, and kindness. Every seed they plant contributes to the flourishing of your garden, and in return they experience the joy and satisfaction of seeing their contributions thrive. This mutual growth fosters deeper connections and respect. It's about establishing a cycle of give and take that benefits everyone involved. Your openness becomes a magnet that attracts people who value genuine connections and mutual growth. We anchor this practice in the reality of everyday life, from the simple moments of accepting a colleague's help on a project to acknowledging a friend's advice or simply being open to different perspectives. Each opening act is a step toward a more interconnected and valued existence. You are not just a solitary figure navigating life. You are part of a larger tapestry woven from the threads of shared experiences and mutual support. Like a modern Stoic, embrace this interdependence with grace and gratitude and watch the world welcome you with open arms in return. He remembers the words of Marcus Aurelius, "What is good for the hive is good for the bee." Growth and investment are not only intertwined, but are the very essence of a valuable and meaningful life. Now let's address the fifth point in our journey to becoming more valuable and a priority to others, which is to prioritize your needs first. This practice is not selfish, is essential. Imagine being on a plane and the oxygen masks fall off. You are told to put yours on first before helping others. This doesn't just apply to air travel, it is a vital principle of Stoicism, a philosophy as practical today as it was in ancient times. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, expressed that he is not the man who has very little, but rather the one who longs for more, the one who is poor. The idea is not to accumulate resources, but to recognize that meeting your own fundamental needs is the first step in becoming a source of strength for others. By prioritizing your needs, you're not turning your back on others. You are building a reserve of resources, strength, and personal stability. Imagine your life as a garden. If you don't water and care for your plants first, how can you expect to share their beauty and shade with others? Your needs, whether for rest, personal growth, or emotional nourishment, are like water and sunlight for your garden. By nourishing yourself, you ensure you have the energy, patience, and resources to be present and support the people around you. It's not about isolating yourself, but about creating a balance where your well-being is not constantly at sacrifice. Prioritizing your needs requires more than just recognition, requires action. Following the advice of Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic sage, do not waste any more time arguing about what a good man should be. This means making difficult decisions, setting boundaries, and sometimes saying no. It is not the easiest path, but it is the one that leads to true respect and self-esteem. By acting in a manner consistently aligned with your needs and values, you become a pillar of authenticity and integrity. People are naturally drawn to those who are grounded and confident. So start prioritizing your needs today and watch the world begin to value you in profound new ways. We come to the sixth crucial point of this video. Do not make others the center of your life. In the journey through the labyrinth of life, we often neglect the internal compass, trusting our direction to others. Stoicism, a philosophy of deep empowerment rather than cold indifference, guides us toward reclaiming our narrative. The practice of not making others the epicenter of our lives does not imply isolation, but rather a journey toward authentic self-worth. Visualize yourself as the captain of a ship in the vast ocean of life. Other ships may sail alongside you and even attempt to direct your course, but the helm remains firmly in your hands. This Stoic principle resonates through Seneca's words. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By not anchoring our worth in the hands of others, we stay away from imaginary storms. Make your decisions, set your objectives, and value your opinions with the firmness of a captain challenging the seas. Now consider your time and energy as the most precious currency you own. Would you spend it recklessly by making others the center of your life? Invest this currency wisely, engaging in relationships and activities that enrich your soul and are aligned with your values. It's about quality, not quantity. Your time is a gift. Share it with those who celebrate your essence, not with those who demand that you fit their mold. Learn to embrace the art of selective attention in a world full of opinions and judgments. Learn to focus on what really matters, your growth, your peace, and your journey. This doesn't mean ignoring the world, but choosing not to let it dictate your self-esteem. The more you focus on honing your strengths and the less on seeking external validation, the more you will find fulfillment. Remember that you are the sculptor of the statue of your life. Chisel it with intention, focusing on your inner voice and vision. By practicing these Stoic principles, you not only become more valued by others, but more importantly, you cultivate a deep respect and love for yourself. This journey is not about ignoring others, but about finding your unique rhythm in the symphony of life. The last point offers us some powerful advice. Stop being the initiator in every conversation and shift your focus from talking to listening. This practice, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, encourages not always being the one to initiate every conversation. Imagine the power of silence and the art of listening. It is not just about maintaining peace of mind, but about giving others the space to express themselves. This change has the potential to transform the way you connect with others and how they perceive you. Stoic wisdom, like that of Epicurus, emphasizes the balance between our ears and our mouth, implying that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen twice as much as we speak. This is not just an old saying, it is a powerful reminder in our overly communicative world. By not always being the first to speak, you create space for others to express themselves. This space allows you to absorb, understand, and not simply react. It's about embracing the power of silence and the wisdom of listening. Think about the last time someone really listened to you, how he made you feel valued, understood, even important. That is the gift you give to others by allowing them to start the conversation, thus showing respect and deep interest in what they have to say. This approach does not involve never expressing your thoughts, but rather choosing the right moments. When you speak in those moments, your words carry more weight because they come from a place of understanding and thoughtfulness. To practice this, start by observing your interactions, noticing the urge to intervene and resisting it. Instead, focus on what the other person is saying, ask questions, show interest, and allow the conversation to flow naturally. It's not about being passive, but about being present with purpose. Over time, this practice will not only improve your relationships, but will also enrich your own understanding of the people and world around you. Remember that in moments of silence, wisdom often speaks loudest. In this video, we've explored 7 transformative practices rooted in Stoicism, each of which is a stepping stone to becoming more valued and respected. Remember that your journey towards self-improvement and strong relationships is not just a checklist, it's a lifestyle. Embrace these practices with courage but also with reflection. Be patient but stay proactive. Make yourself selectively available, maintain an intriguing air of mystery, and open your mind to the contributions of others. Place your well-being and independence first, and allow others to come to you. It's not about seeking validation, but about finding a harmonious balance in your life. These are not simply suggestions, they are vital tools for shaping not only others' perception of you, but also how you perceive yourself, empowered, respected, and valued. Integrate these lessons into your daily life and watch the transformation unfold. Not only are you improving your relationships, but you are experiencing personal evolution. Remember that this is just the beginning. Within you is a vast world of wisdom waiting to be discovered and applied in your own Stoic path. If you find value in this video, please click the like button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our latest content. Thank you for joining this journey. Subscribe and be part of our Stoic community. For more information, share your thoughts in the comments section. If you're not sure what to say, just leave a comment. I am evolving daily, taking small steps towards a more valued version of myself. Stay stoic, stay motivated, and let's grow together. See you next time.